Hi there. We're continuing our progress through the book of Psalms, the Tehillim, and today we're in Tehillim Kaf, Psalm 20. This is again Lam Natser to the chief musician and Mizmor David, a musical composition in the Davidic style or of David. And it's a prayer. It starts off as a prayer for blessing, a prayer for the Lord answering prayers, answering petitions of another. May the Lord defend you. May he hear you. May he see the sacrifices that you brought him. May he answer your petitions. May he respond to you. There's a beautiful sense of we want your blessing here. There's a blessing for the other. So it's may he do this for you. So there's a reaching out. But then in verse 5, there's a bit of a turn because suddenly it becomes what we will do. There's an us aspect in the middle of this. And in Hebrew it says, Neranana b'shuatecha, we will rejoice. This word ranan is a word that means we'll really sing, we'll make a noise, we'll get excited about the salvation, Yeshua. B'shuatecha means in your Yeshua, in your rescue, in your salvation, in your deliverance. And of course it's the name later on of Messiah himself, of Jesus. So there's this excitement. And then also it says, B'shem Eloheinu nidgol. Now that word nidgol, it means in the name of our God, we will wave banners, we will wave flags. There's something exciting about flag waving. And when we talk about someone flag waving, it means they're making a big display, they're making a show. And this is something that goes with celebrating God. There's something expressive about the celebration of who God is. Sometimes we get the idea that this is just a standing around with flags that sort of very solemnly and soberly. But actually that's not the idea here in this verse. It's about making a noise, making a display, waving a flag, saying we're here, God is with us, and he is acting on our behalf. And that comes out in the end of the last part of the psalm, where it says, I know that the Lord will save his Mashiach. He will save the one who is anointed. King David would have talked of himself as the Mashiach, the anointed one of God. And also we are trusting in a Mashiach. We are trusting in a Messiah, in Jesus, who is anointed by God. God will save his Mashiach with his strength from his heaven. And he says some trust in horses, some trust in chariots, or some will put their trust in human strength, in human ability. But we put our trust, says the singer, in the name of the Lord our God. It says, and what happens is those who put their trust in man's ability end up falling, they end up tripping up. But actually God raises us up so that we can stand. It's a wonderful psalm, a wonderful song of victory, a song of faith, a song of declaration of God's rescue and our reliance upon him. And then the last verse is a call for God to save, Lord. Save, here it's talking about the King. Hear us when we call. It's a prayer coming out of this whole thing of the Davidic tradition. So it's a prayer for God to rescue his anointed one. But we can use this also as a prayer to call on God. For others, may the Lord bless you. May the Lord hear your petitions. We can use it as a song of rejoicing. We will lift up our banners. We will rejoice in God. But also a cry for God to hear us and to deliver us. Have a good day.